right, let's talk about a feeling we all know way too well. You get a full 8 hours of sleep, but when you wake up, you feel completely drained. It is such a frustrating mystery, right? Well, today we are cracking the code. And I'll tell you right now, the answer isn't about sleeping more.
I mean, that's the feeling, isn't it? The alarm goes off. Your body is technically up, but your brain, it feels like it's stuck in mud. It's like you've been running some kind of mental marathon all night long. So what is the deal?
And that, right there, is the key. This isn't about sore muscles or physical fatigue. No, this is a whole different kind of tired. It's mental exhaustion. And we're about to break down exactly what's happening inside your head and, more importantly, how you can start reclaiming your energy.
You know, we usually think about exhaustion in really simple terms, like, oh, I worked too hard, or I didn't sleep enough. But what we're talking about here is an invisible kind of exhaustion, the kind a nap can't even touch.
Okay, picture your brain like a muscle for a second. Every single time you stress about a deadline or you replay that argument in your head, your brain is doing a heavy lift. It's burning energy. But here's the wild part. Unlike your biceps after a workout, your brain doesn't really get a break. It just keeps going and going and going.
So while your body's trying to recharge, your brain is running this full-blown mission control. It's analyzing everything that happened yesterday, it's stress testing tomorrow, and of course, it's scrolling through that infinite social media feed. Your mind is practically begging for peace, but your brain is still stuck in fight or flight. So, is it any surprise you wake up feeling like you've been in a battle all night?
Okay, so let's get into the science of this. But don't worry, we're going to keep it simple. Your body has this internal clock, right? And stress is the #1 thing that can come in and completely rewire.
So check this out. There's a battle happening inside of you every single night. On one side, you have cortisol. That's the go-go-go stress hormone. On the other, you have melatonin, which is the hey, it's time to sleep hormone. Now here's the problem. When you're stressed, cortisol is just raging, and it literally blocks melatonin from doing its job. Your brain gets stuck in the on position.
And the result of that hormonal battle? This number right here. Chronic stress can destroy up to 40% of your deep sleep. And deep sleep is the most critical phase for restoration. I mean, think about that. You are losing almost half of your healing time every single night. This analogy just says it all, doesn't it? It's so perfect. You can be in bed for the right amount of time, but you're only getting a fraction of the charge. Your body was horizontal, yeah, but your mind was working overtime.
So we've looked at the biology, but here's where things get really complicated. Because this isn't just happening in a vacuum. It's being fueled by the modern world we live in, a world that has us all caught in this trap of being constantly on.
I mean, we're taught to celebrate the hustle, right? Grind culture is like a badge of honor. But then the workday ends and we just switch from one screen to another, scrolling, swiping, comparing our lives. Our brain never gets the all-clear signal to relax. So stress just becomes this constant, low-level hum in the background of our existence. And hey, let's just be honest with ourselves for a second. We all do it, don't we? It's practically a reflex at this point. But this one tiny little habit, it has a massive hidden cost when it comes to getting real, actual rest.
Get this, that blue light and the endless stimulation from your phone can push back your body's melatonin release by up to 90 minutes. That means you could be in bed by 11, but your brain doesn't even begin the sleep process until after midnight. No wonder you're tired.
Okay, so we've diagnosed the problem. Now what's the solution? Well, the key insight here is that you can't fix this kind of exhaustion by just sleeping more. No, you have to learn to rest differently. And here it is, your toolkit for true recovery. First up, mental rest. This is about giving your mind permission to just be silent. Think meditation, or maybe journaling. Second, emotional rest. This means you have to stop bottling things up. Seriously, unprocessed emotions are a huge energy drain. Third, digital rest. This one is non-negotiable, folks. You got to create a screen-free buffer for at least an hour before you go to bed. And finally, rhythmic rest. Your body's internal clock loves a schedule. It thrives on rhythm, so try to go to bed and wake up around the same time. That consistency is key. Okay, let's put this all together with what I think is the most important takeaway. If you're feeling this deep in your bones kind of exhaustion, you need to listen closely. This is not a personal failure. It is a completely natural response to an unnatural amount of stress.
I want you to let that really sink in for a moment.
This isn't weakness. It's actually a sign of strength. It means you've been carrying an incredible load for a long, long time. This feeling of exhaustion is simply your body's final signal that it is time to change the approach.
And this right here is the final, crucial mindset shift we all need to make. We have to stop treating rest as some kind of reward you get after all the work is done. True, restorative rest isn't the opposite of work, it's the foundation of it. It is the source of your energy, your creativity, and your focus.
So I'll leave you with this question. If the answer isn't this morning, well, then that's your sign. It's time to prioritize real rest for your body, for your mind, and for your spirit. It's time to stop just sleeping and start truly recovering.